Are you enlightened yet? Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More, and this is part two of my Enlightenment series where I just watched a video regarding the 5 stages of consciousness and enlightenment, and I want to talk about it because I live for this shit. Absolutely live for it. So, yesterday's episode, if you haven't listened to it, go back to it because we talk about the first 3.5 levels that this video talks about, and I'm actually going to link the video because I think it's really important to watch and see maybe if you get something out of it. But we talked about unconsciousness being like where you're still not even conscious or aware that there's something outside of you. Ego death, or 1.5 is the denial that this is actually happening to you. And the step two is the ego death, where we strip away all these beliefs and thoughts that we're having and disconnect. It's not a physical death. It's just the way that we think is starting to be stripped away. And then the third part is the search. It's the search for more. It's we go on a quest to discover the rest of ourselves. And so yesterday I got into, like I am somebody who gets stuck in three a lot because I absolutely love knowledge. I absolutely love learning. And I absolutely feel like my spirituality is enhanced all the time because I try different things, new practices, I integrate what works and I leave what doesn't. And sometimes I agree and sometimes I don't agree. And sometimes I love and sometimes I don't love. And I go through all of these different things because for myself personally, I believe, and this is my own personal belief, is that yes, there are billions of ways to enlightenment, but there is no one way to enlightenment. Like, if somebody's telling you, hey, this is the only way, they are full of shit. Okay? The only thing that we know for sure is that when we're born, we die. That's it. The only other thing that we know for sure is that if you inhale, you will exhale. Okay, that's just, I don't know, that was something else. Point is that when you are on this journey and somebody makes an absolute, like 100%, this is the only way for enlightenment, this is the thing, this is the thing, that was the path that they took to reach where they are. That is how they got successful in their life, in their mind, in their business, in their family, whatever it is that is how they did it. Okay. Authentically, you are not them. Okay. 100%. You're not them. So, in order to say, hey, this thing that worked for me is going to work for you, there is zero evidence that that will ever be the case. Nobody's journey on this planet is ever the same. Not even twins, triplets, or even those 8 babies from Octomom. Okay. Nobody's journey on this planet is ever the same. None. So, yes, you might get success in one of the methods. Yes, you might have a lot of success with one of the methods, but you will never achieve the enlightenment that they have achieved with their method. That is why, for me, I love to explore them all and sort of create and meld and do what works for me. And I highly encourage you to try that out for yourself. I mean, maybe you find that you do get successful with somebody else, and I'm talking on my ass. Question everything. Let me put on my little tinfoil hat and say that. My point is that what I have found is that everybody's journey is different. And some people, yes, you can find success, but find what's authentic to you, what feels good to you. Don't feel bad if one thing doesn't work for you. Try something else. And that is why I do all of the research. Because the next level, level 4, according to this video, is the emergence of the authentic self. The emergence of the authentic self is where we start to strip away all those things from the ego death. And we start to realize, huh, I actually don't like my car. Huh, I actually don't like my partner. Huh, this career isn't for me. Huh, I actually really do like to eat this kind of food, but I never eat it because I just never I never treat myself because I don't feel like I'm worthy. So all of these things that we have been telling ourselves, we start to peel them back, and maybe we start to realize, oh, you know what? I actually love wearing red lipstick. Oh, maybe, oh, I'm gonna start doing my eyelashes because I feel so pretty and it makes me feel wonderful and gives me a sense of comfort. Maybe. But these authentic self realizations, they come forward and you start to examine your life and start to whittle away at shit that does not serve your greater purpose. And what's your greater purpose? Happiness, joy, love. Yeah, all that wonderful, beautiful stuff. Well, that's my experience. That's my journey. But what I have found is that when I operate from a place of what will make me happy right now, I make better choices. I'm happier longer. I smile more. I laugh harder. I even laugh till I cry a little bit. And I get to say no to things that don't serve me. So I'm not going through painful situations where I just don't want to do it. And oh, like that's not how I operate. Reemerging in my authentic self and being the person who shows up as Andy has paid dividends. And I'm not even talking about money. I mean, sure, some of that's come with it, but I'm talking about I've gotten more love out of the people around me. I've gotten more friendships, and I've gotten more out of every single interaction that I've ever had with strangers, with coworkers, with other people, just by being me. And what happens is that when I be me, all the things that do not serve me just naturally go away. Naturally. I don't have to fight it. I don't have to force it. I don't have to say peace the fuck out. But who I am is who I am. You don't like it? Okay. You don't have to be in my light. Okay. So that is such an important part of awakening, right? And then the last piece is life alignment. So once we are shedding all this stuff that no longer serves us, once we are, getting rid of all the non-important stuff, and this is a lifetime of work for most people. I mean, some people can just boom, hey, this is me, the end, this is how they've always been, and like, whoa, that's wonderful, powerful. But for people like me, this is like a lifelong thing because I always have to constantly question, hey, is this what I like or am I trying to people please? Is this what I like or am I just trying to be amenable? Is this what I like or do I believe that society is putting this pressure on me? Is this what I believe or do I feel like this is the only answer? And 9 times out of 10, it's always something external. So I always have to reevaluate. Being my authentic self is not my reflex. You guys get some of that here because there are sometimes that I'll talk about topics that if you listen to it, it's kind of more robotic. I'm kind of reading from bullet points because I do want to make sure that I share certain aspects. But this episode and the past episode, um, I feel like the time has just fucking flown by because I am in just this natural flow because I absolutely love talking about this. This is something that if you catch me on the street and you're like, hey, Andy, let's talk about what it means to be unconscious and conscious and what enlightenment is and meditation in general. Like, I could talk about that shit all day, every day. And it just brings me so much joy and happiness to do that with people. So, what does all this have to fucking do with mindset? What does it all have to do with living your life? Everything. Being your authentic self will propel you to whatever level you want to fucking get to, whether it's business, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's creativity, whether it's money, whether it's spirituality. Living in your authentic self will help you to take that next step because there's no second guessing. There is no, oh, should I do this? Oh, should I do that? There is no, oh, I hate doing that. Oh, I hate, like, it's so hard to do this. Living in your authentic self, everything is just natural and easy. But we always place a timeline on things. It's like, oh, my authentic self is 15 pounds skinnier. Okay, but no, I have to get to the gym now. I have to starve myself now. So I have to do this now. I have to do that now. And this is now, and that is now, and Ozempic this, and surgery that, and this, and this, that. Rather than just being like, okay, if my authentic self is 15 pounds skinnier, okay, what am I going to do about it? Okay, when I sit down at a meal, I'm going to think, what's going to make me happy right now? Eating a cheeseburger and fries or having a grilled protein with a salad and a little bit of potatoes? Okay, we know what the answer is. It's not the burger and fries. Yeah, instant gratification. Yes, I'm gonna sit there and feel amazing, like great for 2 seconds, but the long term, I'm like fucking miserable because I'm still not living in my authentic self. I'm not making the decisions that are congruent with who I truly am, who I want to be, what I feel happiest at, where I want to be. Okay. Now, forget the whole diabetes thing that we talked about a couple of days ago because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it helps you to make the decisions that you need to make. Okay. When I'm laying in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and my instinct is to be like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I sit and I think, what would make me happy right now? Oh, having a glass of water. Okay, let's get up, have a glass of water. Okay, what else would make me happy right now? Let me get dressed. Okay, oh great, let me head to the gym. Okay, today I want to run. Okay, now you see what I'm saying? Like when you start to operate from what will make me happy now, what would be true to authentic me, the decisions are easy. The process is easy. There's no need for motivation. There's no need for discipline. There's no need for nothing when you consult your inner spirit. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay, guys, these have been a fun 2 episodes. And if you want to email me, chat it up, it's going to be in the description, also along with my YouTube. And I wrote a book about journaling, which has been a major part of my journey and my own personal enlightenment. If you know me, you know I'm not fucking enlightened for shit, but I did write a book about journaling and how to journal, when to journal, why to journal, and my journaling story. That's also in the link in the description. And I love you guys. Bye.